that music does not mean there's a parade this week, but it means there's something very similar. The arrival of Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
The only Grand Marshal in his own parade. The only float, the only amusement is him. What a buffoon.
Yeah, stop it, Brain. Fans, uncensored, as you know, as you just heard, will feature Bret the Hitman Hart against Kurt Hennig, two fine second-generation stars to go at it. And as we're going to see in a few moments, the Giant made quite a rebound from his injury. And we'll show you how not only Rick Steiner turned down the invitation to become NWO, but how the Giant came in to get some sweet revenge over Kevin Nash. The Giant and Kevin Nash will collide coming up at Uncensored this Sunday as well, Brain.
And the Giant's been taken away in handcuffs that they couldn't get on him. Then they took him away in chains and a padlock him. He's been fined $50,000 every time. It's well over $100,000.
Yes.
Kevin Nash well over $250,000. And when these two men get in that ring and look at each other at 7 feet tall, you're going to think of what's the thing they measure on the earthquake?
Earthquake.
That's right. That ground's going to be shaking. You're going to have to get the Richter scales out. This is a big guy here.
Two big guys, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Rick Fuller going at it here. Fuller, very young, very big, as you said, one of the toughest. And he and Duggan hook it up here in the center of the ring. Duggan will not back down. He is not afraid of anyone.
No. His dad was the chief of police in Glens Falls, New York. You know that?
I had heard that.
The old donut Duggan, they used to call him.
Oh, they did not. And they, of course, Hacksaw played football at SMU. Was a fine football star.
A great football player. You know, he can right now sit on lumber nude and tell you what kind of wood it is.
Trying to say he was a bench warmer? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he just likes to do that.
Loves the chant of USA as well. And he'll now stalk Fuller. Fuller was going back in the ring, but he saw Duggan, and Duggan double block. Left hand to the face. Yes.
Duggan does have some big paws on him.
Get out of my way.
How do you know which way is your way? You're looking at me with one eye and watching the fly with the other.
His way is whatever way it takes to get back in the ring, and this one had to go through Rick Fuller, and it wasn't too good for Duggan, and Fuller laying him in there now.
But you know, it's hard to keep Duggan down as much as you beat on this man. Look at that. His natural instincts are to get up to his feet.
Truly one of the toughest. Speaking of toughest, Scott Steiner, as you know, a member of the NWO, will face Lex Luger in a one-on-one matchup coming out. Oh, look at this. Did not go for the pin, picked him up, kind of, and reverse chinlock applied on Duggan. Lex Luger and Scott Steiner will collide at Uncensored this Sunday. We're going to see in a few moments how Steiner tried to recruit his brother as member of the NWO, but his brother not the only one very upset. Luger traveled so long with the Steiners very close to him, he's upset as well.
You know, it amazes me too, the strongest men in this sport, maybe in the world, are going to lock horns. It's none of Luger's business. That's between the Steiners, really. What's going on between Scott Steiner and the NWO is between Scott and the NWO. And what's going on between Scott and Rick is between Scott and Rick. So Luger's best bet is to mind his own business.
Yeah, you tell him that. Into the ropes, no reversal. Rick Fuller runs in with reckless abandon, enabling Duggan to running down with a lariat.
You know, Hogan thinks he's got a lot of... Oh!
Old Glory is what he calls that big knee drop, and he gets the win for the Hacker.
Hogan thinks he's got a lot of friends, too. Believe me, everybody's waiting to stab him in the back. Everybody's waiting for him to fall in the NWO, and you know that.
I saw Jim Duggan. I know you don't like him, but the fans do. He's one of the greats in our sport. And he picks to get another win this week on Worldwide from Universal Studios, Florida.
Time here, don't they?
Yeah, you hate all this standing up and cheering, don't you? Go ahead.
This is great. Duggan shoots Mr. Fuller in the corner. Big close line with in the end. Nails him. He goes for old glory. Your winner, Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We're going to take you to this week in WCW Motorsports. Before we go there, though, let's take you back to what happened recently on WCW Monday Nitro.